Hello guys, what is up? It is Summer with Ace here, and I am back with another video. If you are new here, I'm so glad you found my channel. Today, we are doing Q&A with Summer with Ace. God, I hate myself. One of the things I want to say right off the bat is thank you guys so much. My last video about owning my body and modeling nude really kind of took off. It has like 4.3k views or something like that, which is like freaking awesome. So I just appreciate it, and I've gotten so many messages and people reaching out to me and giving me some extra motivation and, you know, like, oh, power to you, sister. And it honestly means so much to me. Okay, so I had posted on my Instagram. You guys asked me a whole bunch of questions that I have written down here. I also took to Google, so I'm sorry if these questions suck. Just kidding, they're not gonna suck because I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Also, I came more prepared this time. I was sweating my ass off in my last video, so I've got iced coffee. Okay, I got my little book here. If you guys enjoyed this video and you guys have other questions, I will do a Q&A part 2 if you guys want. And you guys can comment questions or whatever. I don't know. I don't really know how this whole thing works. I'm new here. I don't even go to YouTube. I don't even go here. Okay, so how old are you and when is your birthday? My birthday is May 9th, 1997. So that makes me 22 years old as of this year. So I'm turning 23 next year, which also means that I'm a Taurus. Not sure how many of you guys think that that's important, but it's pretty important to me. Are you an only child? My parents divorced when I was 1. They both remarried when I was 7 or 6, and then they both had children. I grew up really wanting a little sister that I could paint her nails and do her hair and stuff like that. Nah, man, I got 4 little brothers. 4. So no, I'm very much not an only child. Where do you live? I live in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. I actually have my own little apartment on Riverside Drive. My mommy didn't buy it for me, just so we're clear. Are you Lebanese? Yes. I am Lebanese. Glad you noticed. I had a couple questions, people asking me why my name is spelled with A's, and it's actually an Arabic name. So if you were saying it in Arabic, you would say Sammar. But my mom is super white, and she's the one that basically raised me, so it's summer, like the season, Summer with Ace. What do you do for work? I do media relations and Google ads and Facebook ads and all the digital advertising things. What is your food and fitness routine? You know, guys, I would really love to tell you guys I work out 14 times a day. I eat super healthy. No, man, I am the most inconsistent. Sorry, guys, there's like this. I don't really know how to get this light to go away. I'm just gonna move this over. Nope, the light is still there. The sun is at a really weird spot, so usually when I sit in my car, I have good lighting, but right now it's not really working for me. What was the question? I forget the question. Oh! Food and fitness routine. I just really try my best to make smarter decisions when I'm eating food. Now, does that mean I don't eat ice cream? No, I just try and like make smarter choices throughout the day so that I can make those indulgent choices. If I'm going to a restaurant and I'm getting like a really nice burger, you bet your ass I'm eating it with French fries. No side salad. In terms of fitness, like I kind of grew up a really athletic kid, but I do notice that if I'm not walking or I'm not like being physically active, I will put on weight. I go to the gym usually twice a week, and then I just try and stay active, whether it's riding my bike or taking my dog for a walk. In the wintertime, I'm much more active because I coach hockey and I ref hockey. What is your favorite quality in someone? Oh, that's a really nice question. There's a lot of things that I look for in people, whether if it's like a guy that I'm interested in or just a friend. The most wonderful quality in someone is someone who is like really passionate about something. Because I feel like passions can really define someone. Maybe you're super passionate about politics and it's like your dream to become the president. I just like people who really love something. I find them more attractive. My friend Maddie is very passionate about a lot of things, one being veganism. Now, I am not a vegan, but I love the fact that she's super passionate about that. So that's one of the reasons why I just admire her so much as a friend. So people who are impartial, I just like I don't get it. Yeah, that's nice. Do you love it or do you hate it? Like, give me some freaking passion in there. Oh, the world is falling apart? Meh. Passion is definitely my favorite quality in someone. What are your hobbies? Hockey is like pretty much where all of my hobbies, most of my hobbies, circle around. I ref, I coach, I teach hockey. Literally all the hockey things that could be a thing is something that is a hobby of mine. I love to play other sports. Sports. I like to be with my friends. I hang out with my dog. I like to draw. I like to write. I like to sing even though I suck at it. I love music. I love to jam out. What is an interesting fact about you? Okay, so I got some like supersonic skin here and I have never had a sunburn. And then the other thing that people don't believe me, but like when they tell me about the experiences that they have having brain freezes, I have never, ever experienced a brain freeze. Like, if I drink a Slurpee really fast, my throat will get cold, but like my head never hurts. My head does not resonate with the coldness of things going down my throat. No, I've never had a brain freeze and I've never had a sunburn. Interesting, right? More reasons to love me. Do you have pets? I have the sweetest little border collie. Her name is Piper. I got her last year in September. She just turned a year old in the beginning of July. And she's the cutest little girl. She's so smart and I just love her to death. What is your biggest fear? A lot of people would say like falling or heights or darkness. Like, I don't get claustrophobia. I don't really have fears like that. My biggest fear is being like 35 years old and still not having a man in my life. I don't know if that's like embarrassing or weird. I'm just really scared that I'm not gonna find my soulmate. I don't want to be 35 and still not have kids, not have a partner in my life. That is my biggest fear. I do not want to be one of those people that focuses so much on what I'm doing in my work that I don't end up spending time. Like, I want to invest time into someone that I can love and can be the father to my children. Like, I think it's almost weird to talk about that now because everyone's so focused on your career. You don't need a man. No commitment. No, I'm only 22, but I'm at like a weird stage in my life where I have my own apartment, I have a dog, I have a full-time job. I live a very adult-like lifestyle, so finding a dude would be pretty cool. If it got to a point where I was like 35 and still not with a man, that would literally break my heart. I would feel like, what is my purpose in this life? Who is your celebrity crush? Literally get giddy just thinking about it. If you know me, you know my biggest celebrity crush is Jake Gyllenhaal. Not only is he an absolute dreamboat, he has like the most perfect teeth, beautiful bright blue eyes. I could eat him for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But on top of all that, he is so freaking talented. Like, all of his films too. I just watched Nocturnal Animals the other night and he's so brilliant. He just makes you feel so many different things. And he also like adapts to different characters, like a madman, Donnie Darko, Velvet Buzzsaw, Okja on Netflix. Like, he plays weird roles in all of those. Nocturnal Animals, Prisoners, Southpaw, holy Southpaw. Oh, not only was he looking delicious, but he made me feel things. Anyway, the list goes on and on. Do you have any tattoos? I actually have 3 tattoos. The first one I ever got is a little Taurus symbol. I went to a super sketchy place. I was dating a guy at the time who was covered in tattoos, and so I felt pretty confident that he was gonna look out for me and make sure, because we walked into this place and let me tell you, the girl had like a freaking giant sack of dreads on her head and she was eating cabbage soup, and I'm pretty sure she was on something. And so let me see, I'll see if I can show you. Little tiny one on my foot. Oh, can you guys see it? That is my little Taurus. Now I'm gonna have freaking toe prints. I'm so stupid. And the second one I got is a mermaid, and I think I can probably show you guys here too. This is her little face. I don't know if you can see her. I got her done. Look at my mosquito bites. Holy smokes, guys. I went and played beach volleyball and I got absolutely eaten alive. But you can see that's the top of her there. Her name is Octavia, actually. And then the last tattoo I got most recently is this little palm tree. A lot of people ask me about the meanings of them. Well, the Taurus one is pretty self-explanatory. It's like who I am as a person. The mermaid I got because I'm pretty artistic. Like, I love to draw and I love to paint and things like that. The first oil painting I ever did was this beautiful mermaid with like fish and everything, and I'm really proud of it. Also because I learned how to swim before I could walk, so I'm just like a water person. I love the water. If I could live on the beach for the rest of my life, I would. And then the palm tree I got because there's nothing that makes me more happy than sunshine and palm trees. Like, there's just a mood that goes with it. Also, my name is Summer, and palm trees and summer, like, there's an association there. It's kind of a play on my name. I don't know. So those are my tattoos. I only have 3. I probably will get a couple more. I have no desire right now or inspiration. So for now, we just got the 3. Do you have any nicknames? I remember I walked in grade 3 and I was like, you can call me Some Bum, like a freaking idiot. But a lot of people call me Some, like S-U-M, not S-A-M. My name is not Sam, it's Summer, so S-U-M for short form for my nickname. This guy Noah, when I was in high school, started calling me Some Sauce, and I kind of loved it. That's one of my favorite nicknames that I've ever had. And then my mom used to call me Summer Lovin', you know, from Grease. I watched that. I remember like that being one of the first movies I ever saw as a kid. I also had a hockey coach who basically made fun of me for selling Avon with my mom as a kid, so he called me Avon. I remember my team won all Ontario, and he's calling each girl first name, last name, first name. And I get up there, and he's like, Avon. And like, I was like, you know, you can use my first and last name. It's fine, it's fine. Would you rather cheat or be cheated on? What kind of question is this? I have been cheated on. I would never, ever, even on my worst enemy, I would never, ever wish that upon anybody. Also never want to cheat. I'm not answering that question. I'm just not answering that question. Are you religious? I went to Catholic grade school. I was going to church pretty religiously. religiously. I make myself laugh. That's all that actually matters. I don't know. I totally believe in God and like a higher power, but I just don't necessarily believe in like a religion or like a certain way that the way I see it, if you are a good person and you live your life serving other people and trying to be just a good person and also taking care of yourself, I think that you should go to heaven if there's a heaven, or you should be reincarnated to a butterfly or a freaking flamingo, whatever it is that you want. Just be a good person. That's my religion. What is your love language? Ooh, I like this question. So for those of you guys who don't know what the love languages are, it's essentially like this book that outlines the way you give and receive love. So the 5 love languages are gifts, acts of service, words of affirmation, spending time, and physical touch. Out of those 5, I would say I have 2 for sure, and then like 1 that's kind of there too. They kind of just go hand in hand. The first one is definitely acts of service. A perfect example is like I went to the guy I was seeing at the time. I went to his house and I had such a long night, and I kind of said something like, oh my gosh, I'd do anything just to sit in the bathtub. Like I just want to chill. When I got there, he had a bubble bath and a glass of wine waiting for me. I literally cried, you guys. So yeah, acts of service. Physical touch is definitely one of mine. I feel like if someone's acting like they're not physically attracted to me, I'm immediately like, what's wrong? What did I do? Like, is everything okay? Whether it's like, you know, you just put your arm around me once in a while. You don't need to buy me stuff. You don't need to buy me gifts. You don't need to tell me I'm pretty. You don't need to do any of those things. Just like spend time with me and touch me. That's all I need. That's all a girl needs. That's all this girl needs. What is your biggest pet peeve? Which one? I think that this one is so underrated and people don't actually talk about it a lot, but there's nothing that grinds my gears more than when you're looking for something and someone else knows where it is, but they're not helping you find it. It's like when someone borrows your tweezers and you're looking for them and they're pretending like you're like, hey, do you know where my tweezers are? And they're like, oh, no, they might be here, but it's like, you know that they're there. You know they're there. You put them there. Don't lie to me. It's okay. If you borrow my tweezers, it's okay, but at least like tell me where they are, because I'm not running around in a circle looking for them, you know? Are you gonna audition for The Bachelor again? Brackets, I need this to happen. So I last year auditioned to be on The Bachelor. It was Colton's season. I was really hoping for Jason, so I'm kind of glad it didn't work out, to be honest with you, because Colton is definitely not my type. The answer is yes, I will apply for The Bachelor as long as I'm single every freaking year. If you could be anything career-wise, what would you be? I would love to be an actress. Be on a show like Quantico or something like that where I can own a character and be that character over and over again for a series. That would be super, super cool. I would be pretty happy with that. Are you a vegan? This is the greatest question. No freaking chance I'm a vegan. I respect vegans. I am not a vegan. I could not do it. I like my bacon. I like my steak. I like my chicken. I like my eggs. What's your biggest insecurity? I already kind of talked about this. I freaking hate my nose. I think my biggest personal insecurity, ooh, guys, we gonna get deep. I think that like nobody will ever, okay, the best way for me to describe this is that I care about people very, very deeply. So my biggest insecurity is that I genuinely feel like no one will care about me as much as I care about them. This is actually really sad. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Next question. Are you single? Yes. Am I single? Yes. But like, yeah, I'm single. What is the stupidest thing you've ever done? One of the stupidest things I ever done was most recently, I was DD for a trip to Canada's Wonderland. We got there, and because I was DD, I was like, I'm gonna drink now so that by the time we're done at the park in 8 hours, I'll be sobered up. Well, my dumbass, I literally was like, woo! We went in the Leviathan and I got off the Leviathan and I was so excited. I was just so pumped and I was like dancing around. I was doing like ski jumps down the stairs, like one side, left side, right side, left side. And I was like kind of singing and dancing at the same time. And I just like rolled my ankle so bad, you guys. It was really, really bad too because I had alcohol in my system and I was like, holy crap, that hurt really bad, but I'm like fine because I don't really feel it that bad. So then I went hours and hours walking on it until the alcohol wore off and I couldn't walk anymore. So not only that, but I was with a bunch of people who were drinking and depending on me to drive home. The freaking little park ambulance had to come and pick me up and drive me to the little freaking clinic thing where they put a splint on me. It was kind of a date too, so I was like with the guy and I was so embarrassed and it was so stupid. I was in the hospital for like 3.5 hours. It's just like the stupidest thing. And then we ended up having to, like, all of our friends had to stay in a hotel. I just kept thinking like the whole time, everyone hates me. I could have avoided this. It was for sure one of the stupidest things I've ever done. Okay, last question. How do you stay so confident? Okay, so the first thing is that I want people to know that I am not confident all the time. You have to understand, guys, that like when I was a kid, I was like this in grade 3. Actually kind of really screwed me up as a kid because people didn't understand that. And it's not that I was confident, because I was very insecure about who I was when I was a kid. But something that I've learned a lot over the last little while is that you can try and you can do whatever, but you are who you are. You can mask that as long as you want, but I mean, maybe that makes you happy. It didn't make me happy trying to like play it cool and not be the lame, dorky person that I am. So now that I'm older, I have met more people who accept me for who I am. That is why I have more confidence. And I surround myself with people who make me feel good about myself. Surround myself around people who inspire me to be 100% true to myself. Honestly, like you guys too, like I get messages on Instagram, you guys comment on my YouTube video. Just like putting yourself out there and getting positive feedback is like ammunition for owning myself. Like that is what makes me confident and makes me feel good. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching my video. Oh, I don't know if this was any good. I don't know if you guys will enjoy this. Really have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing. I hope you guys learn more about me. If you guys want me to do another Q&A with like your questions, comment your questions in this thread and I will answer the questions in my next Q&A video, which will come up in a little while because I got some other ideas in the meantime. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like it if you liked it and subscribe if you want to see more. That's it. Summer with Ace is signing